welcome back. You're still watching Nile Cruise here live on Nile TV International with Rasha Maldi and myself, Mohammed Abdurrahim. And it's time now to welcome our distinguished guests here with us. We have with us Dr. Reda Abdel Halim, who is an archaeologist and general director in the Ministry of Antiquities. And we also have with us Linda van Dijk, who is a Belgian tourist, her 7th time here in Egypt. Welcome, Linda. And thank you for coming to Egypt 7 times, and we hope it will be 17 in the future. Dr. Reda, also, we thank you very much for being here.
You are welcome. You are welcome.
Well,
Nice
first of all, I'd like to start by Dr. Reda.
Yes.
Dr. Reda, would you give us just a glimpse about the Manial Palace and where we are right now?
This place have a good history, relationship with the king or the prince Muhammad Ali, one of the best, youngest princes of King Muhammad Ali family. So I am specialized in Egyptology, and I come here to talk about many things related with tourists and how to encourage people come to this place, because I visited for 7 times this place. I am also joining my friend. She has been before. When she come here, she recognized everything. And also all tourists come to visit me or to come to visit me at office at Giza Pyramids. I invited them to this place because it's full by many things very important to see. And it's the location full by a lot of trees, very old. And the location itself have a good, it's an island. A lot of Egyptians don't know the place. We want to increase the interior tourist Egyptians and Arabs come also, not foreigner only. So the place needs a lot of media to focus for such a place like that, to show how the Manial Palace Museum, it's open for visitors. It's not expensive for visitors, for Egyptians especially. I think it's £100 for tourists. It's not too much also. It's equal nothing by euro or by dollars. So we need to make a publication about this Manial Palace place.
Yes, Linda, we understand that you visited the Manial Palace before.
Yes.
So tell us what made you come back to the Manial Palace specifically.
I love the antiquities, you know. When I first came to here, I saw start with the trees, the old trees. He is a good guide, you know, Dr. Reda. So you see a lot of things. And I remember it because I came here inside and I said to Dr. Reda, I was here before, because it attracts to me, you know. I like it very much, like all Egypt, you know.
Now, there are so many chambers here and so many halls. We have, for instance, the Palace of the Prince, we have the crown, the coronation room, the obsidian room, and many museums, even the reception area with the entire room of wood which was transported from Syria to here. Which is your favorite out of these many artifacts?
When I came here, I think 2015, I think, and I remember the hall and the summer room and the winter room. That I remember very well. So,
you like that?
Yes, yes, and the rooms upstairs also.
All right. The residence compound is composed of 5 separate, distinctively styled buildings, and we have Persian gardens, Persian-style gardens, an extensive English landscape garden state park. Talk to us about these, Dr. Reda, if you will.
The gardens here is very unique, really, if you compare it by any gardens outside the museum itself. The English garden, it's famous by a lot of trees, very rare to find it in any place else. So whenever I bring some tourists here to see or to stay or to have photos, they enjoy it very much by all these trees on the town. And it's very good to see and to touch it because it's from the family of Muhammad Ali itself. So the people love to come here to relax, to enjoy, but we need much care from Ministry of Antiquity to give a chance to many parties to be here. It must be here. And the locations here need to be yeah, such advertising to sell it. So you can earn a lot of money, and you can make a small theater for students as well to see some plays on this place because it's a historical area. So such a place like that need a care, much care from Ministry of Antiquity and Ministry of Tourism as well. So the cooperation between the two ministries can earn much money to add a fund to Egyptology as well, to dig, to restore it, to clean it. Whenever I was inside this place, I find a lot yeah, shed of birds come to the walls. I said it to last time, where is the restoration staff? We need to remove this. We need to keep the walls always clean. The garden around us must be clean as well. It's very clean, but need much care. This is what I said.
Yes.
Usually.
Well, the palace itself is very, very unique. We can see, for instance, the Hall of Mirrors inside. And we can see the beautiful dining room with the beautiful silverware. Now, and especially the tiles, the blue tiles, the Esnek tiles from Turkey. How did you find that entering the palace?
You know, it's very unique. It's very unique, you know. It's you come inside and it's like, wow. It's very impressive. And also the blue here, the color here is very, a nice blue one, a warm blue. Yes, so it's very, very nice.
Dr. Reda, how many museums are found in Egypt overall, and how many of them are functional, and how many of them are closed?
The number of museums open now increased every time. We opened just last month 2 museums, one in Sohag and one in San al-Hagar in Zagazik. So every month we add a new museums, and we are now preparing the Grand Museum, Egyptian Grand Museum. It must be opened soon, as Minister of Antiquity promised all the world that in the end of this year, it must be open. Even it's not completed, we have to open a part, big part, especially the collection of King Tut for visitors. So the numbers between 100 museum open for visitors, and we still have another 100 must be ready for visitors. And we need to add more and more because we have a lot of tourists come, and if you go to the Egyptian Museum in Tahrir, you will find the big rows, the people waiting to have a tickets. So we need to increase the numbers of tourists to come to Egypt. So it needs from us much care for the museums. Open the old museum. We closed many museums in countryside like Tanta, like Port Said, like Alexandria, Greek Roman Museum. I'm upset, very sad. When I was in Alexandria, since 11 years now, closed. Why? What's wrong with this museum? This part of area, like a lot of people go to swim, go to in summertime to enjoy in Alexandria without museum in Alexandria. So we have to think again to open it soon. Even it needs some restoration, we can transfer it to another place. So many museums in Egypt.
Yes, Linda, definitely you've been to other places other than the Manuel Palace.
Yes,
So tell us, where
yes,
have you been
yes.
in Egypt?
The first time I was in Giza, the pyramids and the Sphinx, of course. That is famous in our country. In Europe also, I think, in whole Europe. They teach us in school when I was young, in history. But only the Giza and the Sphinx. So I came here. And Dr. Reda said to me, there are 140 pyramids in Egypt. And for me it was what? I didn't expect it, because I just knew Giza Plateau and the Sphinx. I came for that. So when I came to Egypt, first time I thought, I visited and I go home and I see it. But I always coming back because there is more and more and more. It don't stop, you know.
Have you been to
Yesterday we were
Luxor?
in Dashur.
In Dashur, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
was the
Did you
Dashur
go?
for first time
Wow.
to visit.
Did you go to Luxor and Aswan?
Yes,
you have
also.
been, yes, many times.
In Karnak.
And
Yes,
Abydos.
also. And Abydos. I
Oasis.
like Abydos and Oasis also.
Yes.
Yes, yes. It was very nice.
Great.
Yes.
Dr. Reda, the Ministry of Antiquities is keen on the renovation of museums. Tell us about recent restorations made in this palace or other renowned palaces. We know that we need to do more,
Yeah.
but there has been also some effort already exerted regarding restorations. So talk to us about the recently restored museums.
We have in our Ministry of Antiquity a big part of sectors for restorations, but it must be independent. The big mistake we do in our ministry, I am working in Ministry of Antiquity since 1986. So it's 32 years working with these people. Our big mistake, we used engineer, and the people come from outside, not restoration staff. Even we have a department in each school, in each faculty of archaeology, department for restoration. Mainly they depend on the engineering of the architect or to remove something or do something. So we need to take care of these people because they already educated very well how to restore the statues, the walls, the painting, the colors, to keep it. But if we lend to another architect, it have a lot of mistakes. So museum like this need a big sector of staff come from restoration, from department of restoration staff, not from architect only. Both together have to work, have to turn it back as it is, not by adding a new buildings. If you add something, UNESCO sometimes, this organization can stop to this place to be on the map of tourism.
Yes.
So we need to respect our science to keep restoration stuff in the front.
Yeah,
and
but they are
come.
doing that because already many rooms and halls here have been restored in the scientific way, and even the Greco-Roman Museum that you've mentioned is under restoration, and now we have the National Museum in Alexandria open till the Greco-Roman Museum is inaugurated. Linda, I'd like to return to you once again.
Yes.
Now, have you tried Egyptian food? And if so,
Yes, of
which meal is your
course.
favorite?
Falafel, I like it. And kosheran, yeah, it's
Koshari?
koshari, yeah. Koshari, and I like.
Have you tried mulukhia?
No,
green soup?
no.
Have you tried fool?
Yes, full. Yes.
Full every day she eat.
Yes.
in the
Mahshi?
morning.
Yes.
The stuffed veggies?
Mashi also, yes.
Okay,
yes,
good,
yes.
great.
I like it.
How have you found Egyptians, and how would you describe the way that Egyptians deal with foreigners, with tourists in general?
Yes, for me, very nice because I came here the first time I met Dr. Reda, and I came to Egypt. He invited me. I came to Egypt, and I feel the people here are living on the heart, more than in my country. I'm sorry for that, but it's true. Here they live. Also, the kids. I told Dr. Reda when I remember the first time I was here. We were walking in the park, and there was a little girl. And the kids look in your eyes, and they smile. They don't do that in my country to other people, strangers. They don't do that. So the people here are living on the heart.
And speaking of the heart, I'm going to tell you something. I'm not sure that you know it. Many Egyptians were rooting for Belgium in the World Cup. In the football World Cup, because they were playing great football.
Yes.
Naturally, any sports fan would like to see a team that is playing well in a nice way. So speaking of the heart, I think Egyptians rooted with all of their hearts for Belgium in the World Cup because they really played well. They were really fantastic.
Yes, I know. That's true. That's true.
You knew it?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I follow it.
Good.
Well, I'd like finally to ask you, what's your message you send to the viewer as you're here here in Egypt? The message you're sending to your kins back at home. being here
For
for
the
me?
people at home, for me, I can speak for myself. Egypt make me richer because I'm a psychologist, so I work with people and with energy also. Those, for me, every pyramid I see, I feel a different energy. Saqqara, Hawara, Dashur, they all feel, you feel it, you feel some energy. And when I am here for a week or 2 weeks, I go home and it have to be integrated. And I use it in my work. It make me stronger. That's why I always coming back.
All right, Linda, Dr. Reda, please stay with us.
Yes.
Dear viewers as well, Russia and I will be back with Dr. Reda and our dear guest Linda from Belgium after the top stories.